The Muscatine City Council will come to order. Lori, would you perform a roll call for us, please?
Councilmember Raywald,
Here.
Fitzgerald,
Present.
Nat Veg,
Present.
Shahade,
Present.
Bynum,
Present.
Phillips,
Present.
Spread. 6 present, 1 absent, Your Honor.
Very good. Folks, would you rise and join me in our Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you and good evening. If there is anyone in council chambers tonight that has an issue or an item they want to discuss with council that is not included on tonight's agenda, now would be the time to come to the podium, tell us your name and address, so forth. Okay, we'll move on to the consent agenda. The following items are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda, which includes items 6A through B, items 8A through F, item 9A through B, filing of communications, which is 12A through D, and tonight's bills totaling $1,533,001.89.
So move.
Mike?
Second, Your Honor.
Second. Bob, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries 6-0. Okay, dropping down to item number 7, public hearing, proposed vacation of utility easements in the Hubbard Prairie subdivision. This public hearing concerns the proposed vacation of utility easements in the Hubbard Prairie subdivision. The request is for the vacation of a 10-foot wide utility easement composed of 2 adjoining 5-foot utility easements located on lots 2 and 3 of the Hubbard Prairie subdivision on 57th Street. The intent is to combine 2 parcels. Prior to any formal action by City Council, a public hearing is required. Now is the time for the public to comment. Anyone have any discussion? Certainly, come on up to the podium, sir. Tell us your name and your address.
I'm Kevin Hubbard and live on 2208 New Hampshire Street. And I didn't quite understand, I've never been to a meeting here before, but when you said item 8, or because you're down to number 7, public hearing down to here, but we're here, it says the request for renewal of, or wait a minute, or is that on the? Oh, no, this is on number 11, I guess. I have to wait till then for where it says second reading on
You're
the...
dropping down to 11, yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll wait.
Great. That's all right. Good to have you here. Again, any discussion?
Move to close.
I'll second.
Who made the motion?
I did.
Phil? Okay, Phil and Scott, and this is a voice vote, so all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 6-0. Now down to number 11 from the city administrator, 11A. It's the final reading of an ordinance amending Title I Administrative, Chapter 6, Mayor and City Council, Section 2, Salary of Mayor, and Section 5, Salary of City Council. Is there a motion to adopt on the final reading the ordinance amending Title I Administrative, Chapter 6, Mayor and City Council, Section 2, Salary of Mayor, and Section 5, Salary of City Council, and to direct for its publication is required by, or as required by law?
So moved.
Jeanette? A second?
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Phil. Any discussion? This is a roll call vote, beginning with Jeanette.
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Nay.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
And Mike?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-1. Item B, second reading of an ordinance rezoning property in the city of Muscatine from R3 Single Family Residential to R5 Multi-Family. Is there a motion to approve the second reading of an ordinance rezoning property in the city of Muscatine from R3 Single Family Residential to R5 Multi-Family?
So move, Your Honor.
Bob, in a second.
Second.
Second, we got a comment from the guest.
This is the one that I was referring to.
Okay, and now is discussion time, sir.
Yeah, where's this property located at?
Is this the one out near Hershey and
Miller's Hill.
Miller's Hill?
Okay, yeah. right.
Hershey and Fletcher, up a little bit.
There's a house, and then there's a
Where,
fourplex
where
already
green, where
there.
Sechrist's greenhouse used to be years ago.
You
Yeah,
predate me.
Okay, well, anyways, if that's where it's located at, I would like to know how they're gonna get access from Hershey or from Miller's Hill to that property. And what are they gonna do with the water runoff from the parking lot that they will have to have up there to sustain these units?
Without washing away.
Not washing away, washing what's down below it. Because prior to all this, you changed the landscape at the top of Miller's Hill, which I had a discussion 2 years ago with Steve Boca and everybody, flushing all that water down the hill. And they went ahead and just said, we'll take care of that problem by just blacktopping that right there by the maintenance shed at the cemetery.
Okay.
That's what's washing this all out. Now, if we're gonna put something up there, right there on top of that hill in that hole where the greenhouse cemetery used to be, or Sechrist's greenhouse used to be, we have to have some kind of figure where this water is gonna go that's coming down that hill now that's dumping in to one catch basin that's behind Sechrist's. That's what I'm gonna refer this to.
Well, but this property is probably less than 200 feet off of Hershey Avenue.
You know, this is,
But where are you gonna put the water that's gonna come off of these parking lots?
you know where there's.
Andrew, step up to the microphone.
There's that house right there at the northeast corner of the intersection, then if you go down one structure on Hershey, there's a fourplex apartment.
Right.
Correct.
That's the same owner. It basically, his current concept plan is an additional 2 units going back towards Fletcher. So it's not, it's fairly low down on the hill.
So on that flat spot that's up there, like you got the fourplex that's right here right now.
It'd be west of the
It'd be west of the fourplex.
West of the
coming
four-
up to there. I need to know what's gonna happen to the water and the access, because right now Hershey Avenue can only sustain the water that's coming down Miller's Hill, which maintenance, the street department don't wanna maintain it just because it's too easy of a project. But before anything happens there, we have to have some kind of reading on where this parking lot water is gonna go. Because you have to have off-street parking for this.
Right, and
And I've lived there all my life. I know how much water comes down Hershey Avenue. I know how much water comes down that hill. And then another site that's up in there, when Sechrist has lived up in there, has anybody done a search up in there for possible native ground? Because Sechrist used to have a museum in there years ago. And he always claimed that bluff area right in there.
well,
And
speaking of that, apparently somebody called the state archaeologist today
Yep, I
about,
did.
and he contacted me, and what I was told is that his initial conversation, I guess with you, whoever he talked to, he was looking in the wrong area.
he's looking at
He
right
was
across
looking,
from,
he was looking further towards Hauser.
right,
He has no concern in the location of this. so-
in that right there. Well,
Yeah.
that isn't what I was told, 'cause I'm
Well,
supposed to
he-
call him tomorrow.
Well,
But anyways,
I can
besides that,
provide
we
that.
have to figure out what we're gonna do with the water.
Right, but tonight we're talking about rezoning, and during the site plan review process, we'll finalize access and all of those other related issues.
Right.
That'll be during the site plan
So-
review process, that's a different process than,
Let's make for sure that site review gets fully investigated. And if you're gonna come off of Miller's Hill or Fletcher Avenue, and they're gonna access into there in any fashion, we have to figure out what we're gonna do with this water. Because right now, the water that comes down Miller's Hill, because when I presented this stuff to Steve Boak and stuff, when they did that at the top of the hill, when they used to discharge all that water down the hill, they said, we'll take care of that problem by just blacktopping that spot. And I think I've talked to Fitz about this once a long time ago. They used to have like an 8-inch pipe that used to come out there. I've lived there all my life. We're undermining that hill. It isn't on account of too much rain, because when they built the maintenance shed up there, they put the maintenance shed 3 feet below the grade that used to be there. They bulldozed it all out and changed that whole terrain up there. So we have to take care of this problem. And in 1998, when they re-blacktopped all the streets down in our neighborhood, they raised them 4 inches above the original grade. We're supposed to maintain the culverts from Charles Street to Grover Street, and I've shot grade down there. I've had Randy Howell down there. I've replaced all my sidewalks, and you're undermining my sidewalks now on New Hampshire Street from Charles Street to Grover Street, and I will not redo my sidewalks. All we need is a little maintenance and care to take care up there, and if this program here goes on, we need to figure out what we're going to do with the parking lot water. We can't just flush it down under Hershey. Okay?
Anything else, sir?
Nope, I just need to make for sure we get this cleared up before we
I
get too
think we
far
have the
down the road.
message.
Mayor,
Yes.
as Greg was saying, what we're voting on is contingent on,
Tonight you're dealing with
Final
the
plan
the
is
rezoning.
acceptable.
They'll still have to go through the site plan review process, and obviously Randy's here tonight, we can check it out, and follow up.
so.
Anything else, council? Okay, we have a motion and a second, and this is a roll call, beginning with Bob.
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Mike, Phil?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
And Jeanette?
Aye.
Very good. Motion carries. That's 6-0, yes. Okay, item C, resolution approving the vacation of utility easements in the Hubbard Prairie subdivision. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Phil?
Second, Your Honor.
Second, Scott. Any discussion? Again, beginning with Phil.
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Osama?
Aye.
And Scott?
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Item D, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution setting a public hearing on adoption of a proposal to adopt Titles 1 through 10 and 13 through 15 of a municipal code of revised ordinances of 2015 and the adoption by reference of the 2015 International Building, Mechanical, and Plumbing Codes. Work has been completed by city staff and the city attorney's office on updating the city of Muscatine's current city code, which is now ready for adoption. Prior to formal action by city council, a public hearing is required. This public hearing will be held on Thursday, May 7th, 2015 at 7 p.m.
Your Honor,
Yes.
the,
This is an old copy. Fran did this for me.
okay, you're working off of an older copy. If I could, I guess, direct you to the actual agenda item for council action. It was modified, resolution setting a time and place for public hearing on proposal to adopt a municipal code of revised ordinances. We're adopting the entire thing rather than those specific titles. If you reference the first page of the document, it'll give you the proper resolution. Would you just like me to read it?
Yes.
Be my guest.
City Council would conduct resolution setting a time and place for a public hearing on proposal to adopt a municipal code of revised ordinances. City Council will conduct a public hearing on the proposal to adopt the municipal code of revised ordinances at 7:00 p.m. in the council chambers of City Hall, Muscatine, Iowa, on the 7th day of May, 2015, at which time persons may appear for or against adopting said titles as proposed. The proposed municipal code titles include adoption by reference of the 2015 International Building Code, 2015 International Mechanical Code, and 2015 International Plumbing Code. And for reference, a copy of it will be available in the city clerk's office and is already available on the website.
Okay. And we'll deal with Fran when she gets back. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Scott?
Second.
Second, Mike. Any discussion?
So that's gonna take the entire
It includes the, it includes
the new building code with all of was the sprinkler thing removed from that one?
The only thing we changed from when we reviewed it with council, instead of it saying 2000, was it 12?
It's 3 years earlier.
12? It says 2015 now, with the exceptions we still had.
Oh, okay.
Are
Okay.
still included. It was just taking 2012 and substituting 2015.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Anyone else? Okay, this is a roll call vote, beginning with Scott.
Aye.
Phil.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Jeanette.
Aye.
Bob.
Aye.
And Osama.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Item E, presented for city council's consideration, is a resolution approving the contract and bond for the West Hill Sanitary and Storm Sewer Separation Project, Phase 3. City council took action at the April in-depth meeting to award the contract to Haggerty Earthworks in the amount of $4,988,688. It is now necessary to approve the contract and bond. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Osama?
Second.
Jeanette, any discussion? Beginning with Osama, roll
Aye.
call. Scott?
Aye.
Mike, I'm sorry, Phil?
Aye.
And Mike?
Aye.
And Jeanette?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried 6-0. Item F, presented for city council's consideration, is a resolution setting a public hearing on the 2015 sidewalk construction program. To begin the process of addressing safe routes to school, the city and school district staff identified the 5 highest priority gaps in current sidewalk and trail network with the focus on creating safe routes to school. These 5 routes form the 2015 sidewalk construction program. Prior to any formal action by city council, a public hearing is required. This hearing will take place on Thursday, May 7th, 2015, at 7 p.m. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Scott?
Second.
Anyone?
Second.
Mike? Any discussion? Roll call, beginning with Scott.
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Jeanette?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
And Osama?
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Okay, down to item 14 on tonight's agenda, communication from council members, beginning with Councilman Raywald.
Just one thing.
You missed item G.
G, item G, 11G.
Another one of those corrections. You're using an old copy, Your Honor. Would you like me to read that one, too?
Please, feel free.
Item G was resolution authorizing assessment of unpaid abatement cost and rental inspection fees to private properties. Presented for city council's consideration is a resolution authorizing the assessment of unpaid abatement costs and rental inspection fees to private properties. Periodically, city staff provides to city council a request for the assessment of a nuisance abatement cost and unpaid rental inspection fees against private property owners. At this time, staff is forwarding the assessment list for unpaid abatement and rental inspection costs totaling $8,602.29. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved.
Phil, a second?
Second.
Second, Mike. Any discussion? Roll call? Beginning with Phil.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Jeanette.
Aye.
Aye.
Osama.
Aye.
And Scott.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Anything else before we get to communications?
Is there a motion to deny all future vacations to Fran Donaldson?
I think that's a personnel matter we shouldn't be discussing.
Okay, back to 14, communications, Councilman Raywald.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, 2 things, please. Number 1, I'd like to point out that the last Saturday in May, May 30th, is the historic home tour, mostly on West Hill, a number of homes that have never been opened before. It's in the afternoon that Saturday, and tickets are available at the main Hy-Vee. So it will be very interesting and encouraging attendance. And the second item was, there was a Muscom meeting this afternoon. Just wondered what transpired, and I don't know if Mrs. Phillips was there, given her fragile condition, but
No, she wasn't.
Mr. Fitzgerald probably was.
the item on the agenda tonight was an RFP from Ellert Associates on the radio system upgrade. And the cost of that, somewhere in the $20,000 bracket. It was a vote of 2-1 to table that until such time that the city of Muscatine actually signs a 2080 agreement. That I informed them that we haven't seen the newest draft of the 2080 agreement. And after lengthy discussion, we adjourned the meeting and left. I assume the journal was there. There should be a nice report.
Thank you.
That's as nice as I can.
Anything else,
Still
Mike?
with that, Lily?
Yeah,
Anything else, Mike?
No, thank you.
Go.
nothing. Thank you.
Scott?
Just a reminder, I think next week is spring cleanup week, and
Oh, it is.
encourage everyone to take part in that. It's a
Very
good
much so.
service that we offer.
Anything else?
No.
Sama?
I have nothing. Thank you.
Bob?
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Jeanette?
Nothing, thank you.
Okay. Lori?
I have nothing tonight.
Okay. Greg?
I'd just like to thank the fire chief and the fire department for putting on a burn trailer demonstration for city council and staff this past week. It was a nice event, and it's always good to be able to participate in those opportunities, so. And Councilmember Spread and Ray Walt certainly have the, now have the
Appropriate award.
appropriate
Firefighters gear.
gear going forward, so.
Okay. And I have no comments. Is there any other business?
moved.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
I don't know how I got such old stuff.
Well, one of them.
No, we've seen several copies, but the